Today I am going to discuss about three technology stack. One is iOS, Node.js, Arduino microcontroller. I'm going to use these three technologies to switch on an LED bulb. That's it. Nothing more. But how I'm going to connect these three components together to achieve switching on the LED and switching it off. What is Arduino microcontroller? So this is Arduino microcontroller. This Atmel microcontroller where you can write program and flash it. Which is going to decide which pin should be high and low. So what we are going to do now, we are going to send a data to Arduino via serial port. So this is nothing but in a serial port. It's going to act as a serial port, but actually it's a serial port. So Arduino is going to, like I am going to connect this Arduino to PC via the serial port. And the Node.js server is going to run on my PC, which will communicate to Arduino via the serial port. Okay. So the iPhone application is going to talk to Node.js, which is just a client server mechanism. So let's start. We are going to import serial port, which is npm package, which is used to communicate with the serial port. And then what we do here is like express equal required express nothing but like HTTP communication. This package makes very easy way to write code to expose API so that the client application can talk to Node.js. And then app.configure, it's a configuration. It's like we don't want to much bother about. We have a toggle switch button, which we are going to expose to the client application to communicate. So whenever I say like http colon / IP address port number something / toggle switch, this code will get executed, and then I'm getting the body where I put a lot of information which will be used to control the Arduino microcontroller chip. Like I'm getting a body like I have a variable called switch status, which carries the information whether I should switch it on or switch it off. I check whether if it is on, then I'm writing serial port dot write equal to 1, which will send this data to Arduino microcontroller. If it is not on, then I'm sending serial port dot write to 0 to Arduino microcontroller. Then I'm just not making client to wait. I'm just sending OK response. The app.first toggle switch is nothing but the Node.js server will understand like there is API available that is called toggle switch. We have a serial port, creating serial port instances, and then setting a baud rate. That's common, like we can find everywhere. And then serial port dot on. If it opens, like if the serial port is alive, then this callback will be called. Whenever we get any data from serial port, we'll be getting data delegate. Instead of open, there we have to replace data. So the below one is going to talk about that serial port data on data function data is reserves. Then I'm going to listen this server is going to listen on port number 4000. This Arduino microcontroller C program, constant in output pin equal 12. The 12 we are referring the microcontroller pin number 12. We have two methods here. One is like void setup, another one is void loop. Void setup is only called only once when we switch on when we switch on the microcontroller. Void loop will be continuously executed till we switch off the microcontroller. That means we disconnect the power supply to the microcontroller. When Node.js sends a data to Arduino via serial port, the serial data available will get passed and then the below code get executed. So we read the serial dot read, reading data from serial dot, and then we are getting the data and we are checking if the data is 1 or 0. The ASCII value for 1 is 49, ASCII value for 0 is 48. So if it is 1, then what we are doing is like we are calling a method called digital write. Output pin is going to refer, it's referring pin output pin 12, and we are sending I value to pin number 12. And if it is 0, then we are sending low value to pin number 12. This is the iOS toggle switch. There is a method exposed by Node.js is toggle switch. We are creating a request object, and then we are saying on or off, and then we are firing the request. It reaches the Node.js, and then Node.js talk to arudino microcontroller. That's it. Let's see the demo. Uh, this is the iOS application. This is the button. When I tap this button, it's going to glow the LED. So I have a ready microcontroller with me. Like, there is an LED connected to this, and then I have given the power supply to Arduino. So what I'm going to do is now, so I'm going to tap this button. I'm going to tap this button, and then it's going to execute. It's going to glow the LED bulb. You see, this device is not connected to anybody. It's just connected to Wi-Fi. So it's just a client application altogether. So I'm going to that's it.